Now on Fast Track News, who will be running for Purdue students' government? Stay tuned to find out when elections are happening and how you and your fellow Boilermakers can vote.
Plus, find out how Purdue students responded to the conservative commentator Michael Knowles visiting campus. We've got Purdue's official statement to this visit.
Also, did you notice that TikTok no longer works on Purdue's Wi-Fi? We'll explain why. All your campus news, weather, and sports is straight ahead. Fast Track is back. Happy Friday, Boilermakers! It's March 31st. I'm Aurora Lin. Another month has gone by.
It really has. I'm Anna Taylor. Our top story this week, the Purdue student government election debate happened this Wednesday. Two teams of candidates discussed the campus issues and shared their plans for the university. Reporter Arjia Zhang has the story.
I'm here as Ling Hao. Today we bring you an exclusive look into the Purdue student government debates, where the candidates showcase their platform and ideas to the student body. During the debate, the presidential candidates and the vice presidential candidates from both groups presented their proposed solution to address existing issues within the school, including mental health concerns and parking problems.
So something that me and Michael are completely and 100% agree upon is the trying to get mental health days for college students for things that aren't covered by other absence policies on campus.
In addition to discussions about existing problems on campus, there were also discussions about how to enhance the relationship between student government and student body.
No student deserves to not have a voice. Every student deserves a voice. So by reaching out to students, by saying, hey, this is who we are, this is what we're doing, and this is how you can be involved, we really hope to bring a diverse background into all that we say, do, and act through Purdue, so that way PSG and students truly are hand in hand to better Purdue.
The candidates also shared their plans to the university in order to ensure transparency, accountability, and responsiveness to the student body.
Number one, with transparency, I got to talk about our budget. PSG gets $110,500 every single year from university allocation. Only this year was that money's spending actually published regularly. Right now it's updated on the website purduesg.org. Number two, it's also creating the spaces for students to be able to communicate their concerns. So that kind of goes into what we're really passionate about in creating caucuses and roundtables.
Leading by example and setting our expectations of what we actually want to accomplish and how we will accomplish that. We cannot do this by ourselves, and it requires more students getting involved within PSG, and just again, being a very diverse, representative student body.
Purdue student government's primary objectives include advocating for the needs of students and bridging the gap between students, administrative officials, and local government authorities. They're committed to leading with empathy and amplifying the voice of all Boilermakers. The debate was filled with passion, enthusiasm, and the desire to lead the Purdue student government to a brighter future. This is Audrey Zhang from Fast Track.
Voting starts Monday, April 3rd through the 6th. Follow PSG socials for more election information.
So I hear today is going to be a rainy day. Will we continue to see more rain later this week?
Let's find out. Meteorologist Julia Prickett is here for the first look at our forecast. Julia?
Really seeing a variety of rain all day long, high of 62 degrees with a low of 41, with wind speeds anywhere from 15 to 20 miles per hour, with that rain picking up throughout the day. As we take a look into our hourly forecast at noon right now, 59 degrees is our high with wind speeds up to 18 miles per hour. As we move along our day into the afternoon hours, 3 p.m. we're seeing about 62 degrees, wind speed starting to pick up, and we're really starting to see those scattered thunderstorms throughout the rest of our Friday evening. Commuting home from class or even from work, around 6 p.m., 61 degrees with wind speeds not letting up, and neither's the rain. As we move into our evening hours and even our overnight hours at midnight, we're staying relatively in the lower 60s, but the rain doesn't really let up until about midnight into our overnight hours into Saturday morning. The rain will start to slow down, so make sure if you're on campus this evening to stay safe and protect yourself from the rain.
A Purdue alum promises to give his alma mater $20 million to create a leadership academy in the College of Pharmacy. According to the university news release, that alum, Marcel Sassola III, hopes the Academy will expand this college's offerings and prepare a new pipeline of pharmacy grads to innovate and lead in an ever-changing healthcare landscape. It will be known as the Marcel Sassola III Leaders and Entrepreneurs Advancing Pharmacy, or LEAP Academy. Students will be chosen based on leadership activities, academic record, and a vigorous selection process. A court hearing for Jima and Shah happened last Friday on March 24th. We are currently awaiting the court's decision about Shah's competency to stand trial or not. Shah is a former Purdue student who was charged with killing his roommate, Varun Chetta. The murder happened last October in the McCutcheon Hall room the two shared. Police say Shah called 911 to report the killing. He was arrested soon after. Last week, conservative commentator Michael Knowles held a speaking engagement on campus.
He was invited to speak by the Purdue College Republican Students Organization, and his visit was met with a protest and the rescheduling of another event to strategically take place at the same time of Knowles' speech.
Reporter Taylor Barrett recaps what happened and why several people were upset at the Knowles event.
We're reporting from Purdue Memorial Union. Behind me are many events and activities supporting the LGBTQ+ community ahead of the visit from conservative speaker Michael Knowles here on Purdue campus.
The protest displayed the concerns that many in the community had over the speaker's visit, with hundreds of students, faculty, and community members gathering at the union to make their voices heard. Fast Track was unable to access the event and could not find any event-goers to speak with us. Some groups that may have been in support of the visit were also unavailable for comment. Some believe this visit is related to free speech. Others feel that this openly anti-trans speaker's visit is about more than that.
To say that this is just freedom of speech, it's not just a freedom of speech issue. It is a quality of life and a matter of life and death for a lot of people in town.
As the protests and the events continued, just next door, a block party was hosted by the Purdue student government, where students could participate in a variety of activities, including making t-shirts, hanging out, and even attending a drag show.
A lot of people that go to Purdue are from small communities who aren't exposed to this type of environment. So I think that's very beneficial to the community and just in general for people to be exposed to this type of stuff.
The PSG said that the block party was meant to inspire and uplift those who may not be comfortable and is not in a response to any current events. PSG told Fast Track that the block party was planned long before Michael Knowles' visit to campus, but those plans were moved to be sooner. Reporting for Fast Track News, I'm Taylor Barrett.
The university issued a statement following the event. It said that, quote, "A student organization invited speaker spoke without disruption and then answered questions."
It went on to say, those with differing viewpoints spoke peacefully too. Purdue students, colleagues, and community, including organizers of all the events, showed what free speech on a university campus can be like.
Up next, has Purdue banned the use of TikTok on their Wi-Fi network? Keep watching to find out.
And still to come, take a look at what exciting activities the Han Culture Association held recently. You won't want to miss this.
Still come on Fast Track News. What restaurants do Boilermakers like best? This question of the week will be answered soon. Earlier this week, students were left wondering why their TikTok app wasn't working.
It turned out the university had blocked the app from campus Wi-Fi. This is the latest and the most sweeping TikTok restrictions from Purdue. Reporter Andrea Yu has the reactions from students who were caught off guard.
I woke up this morning to a surprise on my phone. I couldn't refresh my TikTok feed on school Wi-Fi. Here's what students had to say about Purdue's TikTok ban.
That's censorship and it violates free speech. So I think this is a very extreme step that they took.
Despite the ban going into effect Tuesday morning, the university did not put out an official statement about it. Students were left to find out about it on their own.
I just noticed this morning that it was banned because I just tried to get on it while I was waiting for a class, and I was like, what?
The ban came not even a week after congressional hearings investigating TikTok and its potential ties to the Chinese government. CEO Shou Zichu testified before Congress, stating that the app does not use any more data than other social media apps do.
I think they're worried about other countries getting our information when they definitely already have it. Just look at Alexa, they listen to us all the time.
Earlier this semester, Purdue effectively banned all Purdue-associated TikTok accounts. On February 13th, the school banned TikTok from all university-issued devices. As of Tuesday, March 28th, the app is banned from the school's Wi-Fi. Purdue cited concerns about cybersecurity risks to user data privacy as one of the reasons for stepping away from TikTok.
My first kind of thought that I had was that, it's really obvious that we're in Indiana, in a red state.
Reporting for Fast Track News, I'm Andrea Yu.
Banning TikTok is one of the few things in Washington that many politicians, Republicans and Democrats alike, appear to agree on as bipartisan support for this potential ban grows.
The Biden administration, like the Trump administration, has called the platform parent company to sell its interests here to an American company.
Last Sunday, the Purdue Han Culture Association held a traditional culture exhibition in the Co-Rec Center.
The exhibition includes dancing, tea arts, games, and hanfu. Reporter Rosie Liu shows us some memorable activities at the event.
If you're interested in traditional Chinese culture, Sunday is a great day to remember. Purdue Han Culture Association is organizing an exhibition to introducing traditional Chinese games, clothing, and handcraft. Let's see how this event is going. Traditional Chinese Culture Show, also known as Han Culture Corner, is an event to show different types of classical Chinese Han culture. Raymond Shi, president of Han Culture Association, introduced these events as Han Culture Corner.
We show a slice piece of from the Han culture, and some of the activities there includes the tea art and paint chest, and also the most popular one is the Han culture, the clothes they try out, and among all those, there's all other small activities that is also famous in associated with the Han culture.
The Han Culture Association aims to spread traditional Chinese culture and attract people who are interested in it. Raymond told us about his purpose of hosting these events.
First is to promote our culture to those people that doesn't know much about us, and people from different culture, from different area, from different country coming, and they will provide a chance for them to know what we are, what other culture, and what is some interesting activities we have. The other purpose is to reunite the Chinese student around the campus. So as we know that there's many international students from China in Purdue, and I think this activity can help them to give them a chance to know more about their own culture.
Purdue Han Culture Association hosts weekly meeting each Friday. We'll keep following up on these new events for you Boilermakers. This is Rosie Liu reporting for Fast Track News.
Thanks, Rosie. Follow Purdue Han Culture Association on Instagram if you want to know more about traditional Chinese culture.
Are these spring temperatures here to stay, those nice mid-60s? And unfortunately, more rain is on its way. I'll have the full forecast for you right after this commercial break.
What does it take to be a Purdue tour guide? You've got to know your history. You have to know your facts. You've got to have that Purdue spirit. and you have to walk backwards.
Hi there, my name is Vikram Jaithlak, and I'm the founder and president of the Purdue chapter of the University Blood Initiative. Over the past 2 years, we've been able to collect over 300 pints of blood to be donated to local hospitals, and you can be the next one to help out.
I donate my blood at the University Blood Initiative.
Hi, I just donated blood through the University Blood Initiative.
Hi, I just donated blood through the University Blood Initiative at Purdue.
Right, I donated my blood through the University Blood Initiative at Purdue.
And I donated my blood at University Blood Initiative at Purdue.
Taking a look at our weekend outlook here in West Lafayette. Again, Friday, a lot of scattered thunderstorms all throughout the day with a high of 62 degrees and a low of 41. But as we move towards the end of our weekend into Saturday and Sunday, we're really starting to see that rain start to go away. But we're starting to see a decrease in temperatures. A high of 45 and a low of 26 for Saturday, and not much sunshine peeking through as well. But as we take a look into Sunday, partly cloudy skies, the sunshine finally coming back, and we're starting to see an increase in temperatures. A high of 58 and a low of 47. As we take a look at our national forecast today for Friday, we're really seeing a variety of rain all day long. And this isn't just in West Lafayette or even in Indiana, but rather so the Midwest. The National Weather Service has actually issued a severe thunderstorm watch for a moderate risk for the whole Midwest. And as you take a look here, the blue right here being Indianapolis and us being a little bit northwest here, really covered with green around noon, 1 p.m. today. And as we take a look more throughout our day into our evening hours and even overnight hours, we're going to start to see this red cell really start to push through towards the east and even start to hit the East Coast, which will pick up those wind speeds and the thunderstorms as well. As we take a look into our 7-day outlook, again to recap, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, scattered thunderstorms on Friday. Moving into Saturday, the rain will start to let up a little bit. We'll see some clouds in the sky and a drop of temperatures about 45. And moving into Sunday, the sun will come back, partly cloudy skies with a high of 58. And as we take a look more into next week, the rain doesn't let up, unfortunately. Monday, Tuesday, and even Wednesday, we have a variety of chance of showers and even thunderstorms. Monday, showers really all day long, but we're going to see pretty consistent temperatures from the mid-60s and even peaking on Tuesday at 70 degrees. For Monday, 65 being our high, 53 our low. Moving into Tuesday, wind speeds are definitely going to pick up, and we're going to be seeing some more thunderstorms, a lot of lightning, and some thunder as well. High of 70 and a low of 53 moving into Tuesday. And Wednesday, the scattered rain will let up a little bit, but we'll be hitting with rain in the afternoon and even the evening as well. 61 being our high with a low of 39. But as we move towards the end of the week, Thursday, finally seeing some sunshine and not so much rain. High of 55 degrees with a low of 40, so you can enjoy the end of next week with some sunshine.
Just ahead, as basketball season wraps up, Zach Eady continues to add to his trophy case. Plus, we'll get to hear from one of our very own Purdue cheerleaders as she discusses the importance of Cheerleader Safety Month. All of that and more is coming up next as spring is finally in the air. I'm Gabriella Chu. Don't go away. Sports is next.
I mean, every year is different, but it hasn't changed that much. Our league is just ominous, and you better lace them up tight and be ready to play every night. If not, you're going to get beat.
On Tuesday, Zach Eady was voted as National Player of the Year by the National Association of Basketball Coaches. This comes as more exciting news for the Junior Center, who has now won 2 National Player of the Year accolades, as he was previously named the Sporting News National Player of the Year. Eady was also announced as the recipient for the Pete Newell Big Man of the Year award. This year, Eady became the first player in NCAA history to record at least 750 points, 400 rebounds, 70 blocks, and 50 assists in a season, while ranking 6th nationally in scoring, 2nd in rebounds, 19th in block shots, and 21st in field goal percentage. Following being awarded as the Big Ten Player MVP and getting standing ovations from Purdue fans, Edie discussed what all of this means for him.
It's always crazy. I never thought this would be my career at Purdue. Credit to the Coach Painter and Coach Brantley for sticking with me and really helped me develop and helped me become the player I am. But yeah, it never gets old.
While still on the topic of basketball, the women's program announced that Abby Ellis and Caitlin Harper will be returning for another year of eligibility. This is especially exciting news for Purdue fans as they get to look forward to another season with some of their favorite players. Purdue softball hosted a midweek doubleheader on Wednesday against the number 24 ranked Indiana. The Boilermakers unfortunately lost both matches. But they didn't back down from the challenge of facing a ranked team. Purdue came out and built strong leads in both games, but fierce Hoosier comebacks soiled away the possible upset. Close calls didn't go the Boilermakers' way either. Here, Haley Hayes got caught out at third, rounding the bases for a triple. Then, in the bottom of the fifth, Indiana's Brooke Benson scored on a sacrifice fly. That was a super close call. What do you think? In the end, Hayes can hold her chin high, knowing she hit her first home run of the season. Check out the celebration as she reaches home plate for the third time as a Boilermaker. The junior catcher transferred from Boys State over the offseason and so far has a total of 6 hits and 3 RBIs on the season. Let's hear her thoughts on her experience so far with Purdue.
I love being a Purdue Boilermaker. It's everything I could have imagined. I love my teammates, I love the coaches. I love coming here every day, working hard, doing what I love. So it's a world of difference, and I couldn't be happier to be here. We're a team of fighters. We don't give up. Everyone on the team was fully invested in our team culture and winning that game as a team or losing that game as a team.
Head coach Boo De Oliveira said Hayes, Tyrena Jones, Jade Moy, and Olivia McFadden are some of the players that step up as leaders on the team. Keep an eye out for them making an impact this weekend as the Boilermakers try to get back into the win column. Starting today at 3 o'clock, they began their series against Rutgers in Piscataway. The Purdue baseball team lost to Indiana State on Tuesday with a score of 2-8. Jake Jarvis had his 6th home run of the season in the 4th inning, but the Boilermakers were unable to hold off against the Sycamores' RBI doubles by both Keegan Watson and Miguel Rivera. There were still some positives to take away, as Jackson Danilay was able to match his longest outing by striking out 3. Camden Melvin and Cooper Kornblum also finished off with a pair of hits for Purdue. The Boilers are back in action against Northwestern today, starting at 6 p.m. on Alexander Field. While the players are on the field or the court, there's a group of people cheering for the team and bringing the fans wonderful game day atmosphere, and that's the Purdue Spirit Squad. Fast Track talked to one of the senior members, Joni Blackburn. Reporter Lee Chao Shen has the story.
As the football and basketball season comes to the end, the Purdue Spirit Squad has pretty much wrapped up their work this year. Whenever Purdue football and basketball are, there will always be cheerleaders there too. I was able to talk to a member from them today and to learn what her motivation for being a cheerleader is. I started a question with how many games a cheerleader would do per season.
I mean, I don't even know a number. Every single home football game, I've been a part of 4 away football games since I've been here and 6 away basketball games.
Joni Blackburn started cheerleading at 4 years old. She was awarded as a member of All-Girl National Team in 2021. And Joni has her own opinion about cheerleading at Purdue.
It means a lot to me because cheer is something that makes me want to get out of bed in the morning, makes me want to be better, and I know that my time is ticking down and there's no pro for cheer. I still want to be as good as I can for when I do graduate.
As Joni said, there's no pro in cheer, but there are ways for people to pursue their career in cheer even after college. Aaron Isaacs, a staff member from Universal Cheerleaders Association, has something to say.
There's not really like professional cheerleading. There is, but there isn't. So there's Team USA, each country has their team. There's All-Star Cheer that has open teams now that you can, I know some people who are in their 30s that are still cheering. So it's basically just how much your body can take and how long your passion for cheer keeps going. Mine ran out very soon, but that's not the same for everyone else.
At the end of the interview, Joni revealed that she will cheer another year for Purdue as a fifth-year senior.
The Fast Track Sports want to give our best wishes to the seniors from the Spirit Squad. For the rest of them, we're excited to see you be back on the field next year. This is Lee Chaoshen reporting from Fast Track News.
Blackburn competed on Game Day Nationals with Purdue, taking 5th place in 2020 and 4th place this year. She was also awarded Most Improved and the Leadership Award. I'm ready to see her with Purdue sports next season. On Saturday, the Purdue soccer team played to a 3-3 draw against Ball State at Folk Field. Purdue had a 3-1 lead before halftime before the Cardinals scored the final 2, resulting in the draw. Saturday's game was the first for the Boilermakers at Folk Field this spring. With 3 games remaining in their spring exhibition, Purdue looks to play Notre Dame back at home on Sunday. Purdue's volleyball has begun their spring matches. The next match will be held in Holloway Gymnasium this Saturday. If you can't make it in person, the matches are also live streamed with the link found on PurdueSports.com or the team's Twitter page. That's a wrap for sports this week, but stay tuned. Fast Track will be right back after this quick timeout.
Want to try something new? How about learning an Irish jig? Come leap into the semester with the Irish Dance Club. No experience is necessary, so come to a meeting at the Stewart Center from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Mondays and Wednesdays. See you there.
Now, it's once again time for our question of the week.
This week, we want to know what's your favorite restaurant?
Here's what students had to say.
All right, so my go-to spot's probably Sushi Boss, PMU. It's pretty solid. They have a lot of options, not too expensive, so.
Yeah, my favorite place to eat is Triple X on campus for sure.
I'm a big fan of Wiley's Breakfast. They got eggs, sausage. They got the bagel bar, which is pretty good. Always got granola and yogurt and fruit. Big start to the day.
I like Chipotle.
I do like to eat the meat at Wiley Dining Court. They cook steaks a couple times a week. Pretty good there.
My favorite place to eat on campus is Panda Express for sure.
Panda Express.
I like Yadacrasu. Yadacrasu is good. One of my favorite places to eat is here at the Union downstairs. I love Zen poke bowls.
My favorite place to eat would probably be Panda Express.
I don't know, I'm a big Chipotle guy too. I like Maru Sushi.
Chipotle.
I go to Qdoba and Sushi Boss all the time, so.
I'm probably gonna have to go with Chipotle. That's probably my favorite.
I really like Qdoba because I work there, but the food is also great.
Taking a look at our 7-day outlook again in West Lafayette. Friday, scattered storms all day long with a high of 62. But as we move into the rest of our weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we're going to see that sunshine really start to peek through on Sunday as well. Moving into the new week, the rain does not let up. Monday, Tuesday, and even Wednesday, we're going to see some scattered rain and even some thunderstorms, mainly staying in the mid-60s and even hitting a peak of 70 degrees on Tuesday. But as we move more towards the end of the week, on Thursday, the rain will finally let up and we'll finally see some sunshine with a high of 55 degrees rounding out the week.
We hope you are following us on Instagram because this week we have posted updates about our spring sports and some other behind-the-scenes footage from this week's show. And that's a wrap from this week's edition of Fast Track News. Thanks for tuning in.
Join us again next week for more campus news, weather, and sports. Have a great weekend, Boilers!